If you've been trying to stay consistent on Pinterest, then you already know making enough pins to actually move the needle takes a lot of time. And that's usually where people fall off. They start strong, make a bunch of pins, then life gets busy, and before long, their account goes quiet. AI can solve this problem, but there's a right way and a wrong way. And today I'm going to show you the difference. Hi, I'm Max. I help bloggers, online sellers, and affiliate marketers get their content seen without burning out. If that sounds like your vibe, now's a great time to hit like and subscribe so you don't miss future videos like this. In today's video, we're talking about how to make Pinterest pins with AI. We'll cover how AI has changed Pinterest marketing, what good AI looks like versus what to avoid, how to make pins with AI inside Pin Generator, and how to get better results from the pins you're already creating. Sound good? Let's get into it. How AI has changed Pinterest marketing. Not that long ago, if you wanted to create Pinterest pins at scale, you were spending hours in Canva, hiring a designer, or just not posting enough. Can you relate? AI has changed that pretty significantly because now tools that used to require a background in graphic design like Photoshop or any kind of editing software is pretty much available to anyone. And while that does sound like a good thing, it's opened the floodgates for what's possible, the good and the not so good. So one thing that shifted most, I would say, is where the AI lives. So in the early days of using AI for Pinterest, the workflow looks something like this. You'd open up ChatGPT or Claude to brainstorm titles and descriptions, then jump over to an image generator to create visuals, then bring everything into Canva to put it all together, and then manually schedule it out or upload it into Pinterest. So the process worked, and a lot of creators still use it, but it's a lot of switching tabs, and the time still adds up pretty quickly if you're trying to post consistently. So what switched is now AI is built directly into the tools you're already using. So Canva has it, ChatGPT has it, Pin Generator has it in both the generate page and automation flow. And that matters because when AI is embedded into the tool where you're actually making and scheduling the pins, it becomes a whole lot easier and more streamlined. You're not copying and pasting between 5 different tabs, you're just working in one place, and the AI is filling in the gaps as you go. So for bloggers, sellers, and affiliate marketers especially, the shift is a big deal because Pinterest rewards consistency, and consistency is a lot easier to maintain when you're not spending 2 hours on every pin. So what does good AI look like versus AI slop? AI gets a bad reputation sometimes, and honestly, it's not without reason. There's a lot of low quality content out there, a lot of generic content that was clearly generated without much thought or direction, and audiences are getting better at spotting it. Pinterest's algorithm is also getting smarter too. So before we talk about how to use AI well, let's understand what to avoid. AI slop is what happens when you let the tool do all the thinking. It's the pin that you see with stock looking images that could belong to just any account. The title might say something vague like tips for success, and the description reads like it was written by a robot, mainly because it was. So while that type of content might fill up your posting schedule, it definitely will not build trust with your audience or with Pinterest. So here's the alternative. Good AI looks different. It's using AI to speed up a process that you're still directing. So you're giving it context about your brand, your audience, and what you're trying to say, and then the AI is helping you to say it faster or at a higher volume. So the goal isn't to trick anyone, it's to create clear, useful content that represents what you're actually selling or sharing, just without burning out in the process. And on the image side specifically, AI can be really useful for product placement and image variations, especially if you're selling something physical and want to show it in different settings without doing a full photo shoot every single time. For example, shooting a photo of a candle in various locations, like a cozy cabin or a minimalistic office. This would save you a lot of time and energy. But know that some platforms are starting to label these AI-generated images, and it's not something to be scared about, just something to be aware of in your future strategy. And it's also to remind you that the intent of your images is not to mislead your audience into a false product or false belief. It's just to show them clearly what you're offering in a way that looks good enough to get their attention. Does that make sense? So the sweet spot with AI is to enhance what you're already doing rather than replace the human element entirely. Your tone of voice, your niche, your understanding of what your audience actually wants, those still need to come from you. AI is just gonna help you move faster once you know what you're trying to create. So how to make Pinterest pins with AI using Pin Generator, because it brings a lot of the different elements from some of my favorite tools into one place. Pin Generator connects directly to some of the top AI models, including ChatGPT and Nano Banana, and it's regularly updated to reflect which models are performing best for content and image generation. It's also a trusted third-party tool that links directly to Pinterest, which matters for keeping your account in good standing. So you can use as much or as little AI as you want inside the tool. It works whether you want a full automation setup for you or just a little help tweaking your description or title copy. There are 2 workflows inside Pin Generator generator where you can make Pinterest pins with AI, and they work a little differently depending on what you need. The first one, the generate page, is a little more hands-on, whereas the automation flow quietly runs in the background and works for you. So let's look at the generate page. On the generate page, the AI is built into the editing experience. So if you click into a pin to edit it and look at the little icon next to the title, you'll see that it allows you to rewrite the title with AI. There's also the same option for the descriptions and the alt text. And on the left-hand side of the page, you'll see that you can rewrite all your titles and all your descriptions all at once rather than going pin by pin. And if you go into the images section, you can generate AI images and update the AI tone of voice from there too. So there's quite a few touch points where AI is available on this page, and you can use it as many or as few times as you want. So in the automation workflow, this is where things really open up for you, and it's what I recommend once you know what you want your content to look like and how you want to sound, like what your brand voice is overall. This is what you use when you're ready to scale. So to get started, you'll go to pingenerator.com and click Start Pinning Now. You'll name your automation. This is just for your use, so it doesn't matter what it is, and then set up how many pins you want to out per day. We recommend between 1 and 3 to keep things consistent without overdoing it, at least when you get started. Then you'll set how often you want to review. You can review weekly or monthly, but I recommend weekly until you get the hang of it. From there, you can connect your website or shop, and if you don't have one yet, you can describe what you want your pins to look like, and we'll start to create pins for you based on your description. So this is one of the places where the automation flow goes a step further than the generate page, because you can tell Pin Generator exactly what you want your pins to look like, what you're promoting, what kind of vibe you want your account to have, and then it will use that information to inform everything it generates for you. You can also set your AI tone of voice here. It can be funny, sarcastic, witty. You can make your pin sound educational or conversational, and it will carry this consistency across all of your content, which is pretty cool. Then you can add your outbound links or your affiliate links. You can add preferences for your titles and descriptions. You can add disclosure text if you've got affiliate links. There's tons to do here. You can also choose which boards you want to use or let AI choose for you. Then you'll have an opportunity to review everything that's been set. Then Pin Generator will email you when your pins are ready to go. That way you can keep an eye on them and stay on the loop without having to be in this tool every single day. So Pin Generator is free to try and play around with to see if it's a good fit for you. I recommend testing it out before committing and run your first automation for free to see how it feels. So how do you get the best results? Now that you know how to make Pinterest pins with AI, the important thing to remember is not to get too carried away. Using AI to speed up your process is great, but if you're typing in vague prompts like lifestyle blog instead of something detailed and value-driven, then you're gonna get generic output that doesn't really meet the quality Pinterest is after. So the more specific you are with your input, the better your pins are going to look, and most likely, the better they will perform. If you have any questions about any part of the process I mentioned today, please drop them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to help or create a video about this. And if this video helped you out, now's a great time to hit like and subscribe so you don't miss future videos like this. I'm Max. I share weekly Pinterest marketing videos to help you get your content seen without burning out. I'll see you next week. Let's get generating.